While we are waiting, let me go ahead and just share with you the other piece of exciting news that I thought was pretty interesting. I got a tip that if you look at the website for the Congressional Freethought Caucus, and if you don't remember, like the Congressional Freethought Caucus, this is a group that promotes uh, reason-based public policy, church-state separation. They oppose discrimination against non-religious people. They champion freedom of thought around the world in U.S. Congress right now. And apparently, if you look at the list, check this out. Where did it go? Here we go. This is the list. Last we checked, there were 18 members of this caucus. They are all Democrats. But look at what's at the very bottom. There's a guy named Robert Garcia, who is a House member from California. And the thing is, there was no announcement about this. No one said Garcia had joined the Freethought Caucus, but there it is. There is his name on the caucus. And it's like, wait, they just got a 19th member? One, that's awesome. I love that the CFC is growing. I love that the Freethought Caucus is growing. But if you're not familiar with Robert Garcia, you may have heard about what he did earlier this year when he was sworn into office. Because when he's a first-term congressman, and when he got elected, this is what he did. Check this out. Will be proudly sworn into Congress on the U.S. Constitution. Underneath the Constitution will be 3 items that mean a lot to me personally. A photo of my parents, who I lost to COVID, my citizenship certificate, and an original Superman #1 from the Library of Congress. That's what he took his oath on when he was sworn into the House. And the reason he said he wanted Superman #1 is he said one of the ways he learned how to read when he was a child was through comic books. And so they just meant a lot to him. And hey, if you're in Congress and you have access to the Library of Congress, there you go. So I saw that, but on paper, Robert Garcia is listed as a Catholic. So I didn't know anything about his religious affiliation. And now he is a member of the Congressional Freethought Caucus. Just to give you, if you're not familiar, I know I've said this in other videos. All of those 19 members, only one of them, the founder, one of the co-founders of the caucus, Jared Huffman, also from California, he's the only openly humanist member of that group. Everyone else has a religious label, according to the Pew Research Center. They're Catholic, there's a Hindu, there's a Buddhist in the list. It doesn't matter because they're all committed to church-state separation and all of that. So I don't care after that, right? To be clear, this is not an atheist club, as like right-wing critics have suggested. It's just a group of lawmakers who care about these issues. There's no reason more Congress members shouldn't be in this caucus because there's nothing anti-religious about it. But I love that it's to the point where not only is the Congressional Freethought Caucus growing, every time it grows, I almost don't hear anything about it. Like, Breitbart people don't write about it. Fox News doesn't care, which is kind of disappointing. Like, I wish they would make a big deal about it. Maybe more people would join. But also, isn't that progress in a way that it's like, oh, you joined the Congressional Freethought Caucus? Whatever. Don't care. There's other things we're going to like spread lies about. So that's kind of cool that it flies under the radar and it's not hurting these candidates. All of these people are, I think, running for re-election, and none of them are worried that their affiliation with this caucus is going to hurt them on the campaign trail. Otherwise, I imagine they would not have joined. Now, the question is, what is this caucus going to do? It has 19 members. What power does it have? Not much. Not yet. But you can imagine that as the caucus grows, and if Democrats are in the majority, then maybe if there is a bill that affects church-state separation that has to do with religion, that's when they would flex their muscle. But it doesn't bother me that they haven't been able to do that yet, because right now it's just let it grow, let them gather, let them not be afraid of it, let them show everyone that there's nothing to be worried about. Meanwhile, there is a Congressional Prayer Caucus, which is friggin' huge, and they captured pretty much every Republican. So I just love the fact that Garcia is a member, a guy who took his oath of office on Superman. That's fantastic. May there be more people. Listen, if you're retiring from Congress in the near future, even if you're a Republican who's like, to hell with it, now's the time to jump on board. That would be awesome.